There is a ton of research that shows that positive feedback is great for us. Studies have shown that getting praise and recognition at work makes us happier, more productive, more creative, more resilient, and less stressed, just to mention some of the effects. But studies also show that positive feedback is much too rare in our workplaces. We did a survey that found that the third most common cause of unhappiness at work was when people feel they do a great job, but no one notices. Here's the good news. We can do something about it. Anyone can give anyone else positive feedback at work. You don't have to wait for your boss to see the light and start recognizing people. You can be the one to do it, and you can make a huge difference when you do. Because make no mistake about it, a positive comment at the right time can make someone's day. It can make someone's entire week better. And it really doesn't need to be that complicated. Here are 5 great ways that you can praise someone else at work today. I mean, the simplest way is to just tell them in person. Hey Lisa, I just read the report you wrote on the Henson account. It was really clear and the conclusion was spot on. That's really all you need to say. Here's another great approach. If you've heard someone else say nice things about a person, tell that person. Hey Peter, I was just talking to the project manager and she said she really appreciated your efforts on the project. She said you've had a huge impact. One of my favorite ways to give someone positive feedback is in front of others so that more people get to hear about it. Hey everyone, remember that problem we talked about at the last meeting? Jen found a brilliant solution. There are 2 reasons why this approach works so well. First, more people get to hear about and learn from the awesome thing that someone did, so your best practices can spread faster. Second, when you give positive feedback in front of others, it inspires others to also do it. And that can help create a culture of positive feedback in your team. The first 3 ways I mentioned to give positive feedback are all verbal. It's where you tell people the good thing you've noticed. That's great, but it has the limitation that when we hear positive feedback, it feels good in the moment. And then we often kind of forget about it and just move on to the next task or the next meeting or whatever. And that's why I think written feedback is very powerful, because it can have a longer lasting effect. And one very simple way to do that is to send recognition in an email. Dear John, I just wanted to say how much I enjoy working on this project with you. Your knowledge and skills are extraordinary and you're always willing to help or answer questions. Thank you so much. Best, Alex. And here's a pro tip. If you send someone an email like this, you could CC their boss or project manager or whoever is most relevant. And if you get an email like this, you should absolutely save it. Make a folder in your email for praise and recognition and then drag the email there. And then occasionally you can open that folder to remind yourself just how awesome you are. Okay, here's one final way to give positive feedback at work. When was the last time you got a handwritten greeting from anyone? It's rare these days, right? That's why writing down a few kind words about a coworker on paper can have a huge effect. It's also something they can save, again, unlike the verbal praise. You don't have to make it a long letter, just a paragraph or 2 about the positive qualities you see in them or the good work they do. Dear Phil, I really admired the way you handled that angry customer yesterday. You calmed them down, found a solution, and now they're happy again. You rock. I've seen workplaces where they have postcards lying around that you can use for just this purpose. I think that's a great idea. So here's the point. In general, there are 2 skills we can all practice when it comes to recognition. One is to notice when others get it right, see the positive things in others. And we're usually much better at spotting mistakes. So we can all consciously work on getting better at noticing when people kick butt. And the other skill, once we've noticed, is to tell them about it in a good way. And I hope this video gave you some ideas on how to do it. My challenge to you now is to give someone else at work positive feedback at least once a day. You could even put it in your schedule or on your to-do list to remind yourself to do it. It's a simple thing we can all do, but I really need you to know how much of a difference you can make for others just by giving positive feedback. But what do you think? How do you give positive feedback? Do you feel like it's common in your workplace, or is it something you could do more? And what's the best way you've ever gotten praise and recognition at work? Write a comment. I'd love to hear what you think.